Just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye.
Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel and thanks so much for spending just part of your day with me. It's me again, Amber Michawn. If you're new here, this is Michawn's DIY journey, where I am working through my home decor DIY projects. Stick with me if you are a new crafter, experienced crafter. I kind of go through all the ups and downs of crafting, how everything works, how I like stuff, how other people maybe like stuff. Stuff doesn't turn out, stuff looks too crafty, or it looks professional. That's what my channel is all about, and I really hope you guys stick around and enjoy, and just leave me some comments below. Let me know what you think about some of the projects that let me know about some of the projects that I have done, or what you would like to see moving forward from me. In today's video, I have 2 fall farmhouse DIYs. They could be fall, but I intend to keep them around year round, because I think that they are universal for your home decor no matter what. Now, a lot of my DIYs that I do are set up in my house, like majority of them. I do give away some of them. I do sell some of them if people offer to buy them. I mean, why not? But majority of the DIYs that I do on my channel are in my house or somebody's house. So if you ever wonder that, that's what happens to them. If you're new here, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the bell next to it so you don't miss an upload. And make sure if you do enjoy this video, give me a big thumbs up because it definitely helps out my channel. Alright dolls, let's go ahead and get started. For the first DIY, I'm using this glass vase from Dollar Tree. I'm also going to be using some burlap ribbon from Dollar Tree. I had 2 spools, but I only used 1. And then I picked up these cotton picks from Dollar Tree. I have 4 of them. And then the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and measure out that burlap ribbon around the circumference of the vase, and I'm going to give it a little bit more slack than what the length of it is, or the width of it is, I mean, and then cut that out. And then I'm going to go ahead and just use the piece that I did cut out from the burlap ribbon and measure it to cut the rest of the burlap ribbon. Now, what I did was I just kept cutting it until I used 1 full burlap spool. Like I said, I ended up using the second burlap spool like I thought. I just used 1, and it came out to giving me about 10 to 11 pieces that you see laid out here. To bring these together, I'm going to go ahead and use some hot glue to glue them together on the seams. The seams are a little bit thicker than the actual middle part of the burlap ribbon, so that's why I decided to go ahead and hot glue them together towards the edges of them, and then it gives me more slack, or just more of the burlap to actually use. And just go ahead and glue those down until you have 1 full piece, and then you decide which side you want to put on the inside or the outside. It doesn't really matter, it's up to you, but one side looks a little bit more bulky than the other, so that's the side that I am going to wrap the vase up in, so that way it looks a little bit smoother on the outside. And then you just kind of bunch it together how you see fit. I'm doing it to where I can kind of hide the glass vase a little bit. I just don't want it to show as much. And then I'm going to go ahead and take some twine and wrap that around, and then go ahead and tie that down to make it a little bit more smooth and not as rugged, I guess you would say. I'm going to go ahead and start to hot glue down some of these burlap pieces together, so that way it has just a cleaner look to it. And it's just random. There's no rhyme or reason or how I'm doing it. I'm just kind of taking the pieces that I feel like are a little bit more bulky or smoothed out, I guess you would say, and just kind of just hot gluing them down together and just folding them over. That's pretty much it, just folding them over. And this is what it looks like when I put just a ton more of jute twine around it. I don't have a particular amount that I use, but I just used a lot to where it satisfied me. Then to keep the cotton picks down, I didn't have any more floral foam, so I decided to use these white rocks that I had on hand from Dollar Tree a while back. It was a little actually tough using them, so I wouldn't recommend them. I would recommend going out and using floral foam for this, so that way you can just stick your picks in, and then you can maybe cut them down if you want. But what I decided to do was go ahead and fold down the picks and then place them in there as well as I could. Because there were rocks, it was actually pretty hard to get the picks in there. So that's why I say get some floral foam. It make your life a lot easier. And then what I'm doing is just bending down the rest of the floral picks in different sizes, so that way the cotton comes up in different sizes. And this is what it looks like. They're at different lengths, and I absolutely love it. It was so easy, and it's so cute. It's so pretty. I really love the farmhouse look to it. I've been wanting these cotton picks for a while, and I'm glad that I got them. For the next DIY, I'm using this 8x10 stretched canvas from Dollar Tree, as well as what I call this infinity wreath that I got from Target's Dollar Spot. And then I'm going to go ahead and use these signs that I got from the harvest section in Dollar Tree, the one that says welcome, thankful, and harvest. I'm using the thankful sign. The first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and remove the fabric from the canvas, just tearing everything off. I'm not saving it for anything, so I just go ahead and rip it all off, making sure that I don't rip the actual wood. And then I'm going to use this truffle Waverly chalk paint that I got from Walmart, and then just paint that on the entirety of the wood frame. And I only did one coat. I didn't do two because I like the natural wood color kind of coming through a little bit. It doesn't show that much, but it's enough to where I didn't need to do two coats. Then I'm also going to use this apple barrel paint in antique white to paint my thankful word. I did two coats for that, and then I'm also going to go ahead and streak over my wood canvas frame how I see fit. There's never really a rhyme or reason how I do some of these things, but I just kind of wanted to give it more of a weathered look, so I did more on the corners and on the edges of this, and I really love how it turned out. To give it more of a weathered look and a worn look, I'm going to go ahead and sand it down using a sanding block that I got from Dollar Tree, and just sand a little bit on the corners and the edges as well, to give the paint a little bit more of a toughed out look, if you get my drift. Then I'm going to take this, what I call an infinity wreath that I got from Target's Dollar Spot a while back, and just go ahead and put it together. So all I'm doing is kind of fishing it through and making a wreath shape, so a circular shape, and just fishing it through because it's wire, and go ahead and curling it over itself and twisting it to keep the shape that I want. Then I'm going to go ahead and hot glue it down to the frame, the completed frame that I have on the top and the bottom. And I believe I do the sides. The sides don't really reach completely, but I did put a little bit on there, so some of the leaves do touch it. Then I'm going to take some jute twine and measure out the length of the sign, so that way I can put the thankful word in the middle and then tie it at the top. Now, to give this a little bit more of some character and dimension, I just go ahead and wrap the twine over the thankful word. And what I do is I wrap it over the K, I believe, or the N, in between the N and the K, just so it's kind of hanging and it's not, I don't have to completely glue it down. I ended up having to glue it down anyways to get it to stay, but I really do like this small touch of having this jute twine wrapped around it, that it gives. And then just tie a bow at the top. You can't really see the bow, but I know it's there. And then I just go ahead and hot glue down the ends of the thankful word on top of the wreath so that it stays. And this is how it turned out, and I absolutely love it. I think it's so cute. I love both of these crafts. Probably by far my favorite at the moment because they were just so easy and it's just so farmhouse. I absolutely love them. So yeah, well, that's all I have for you dolls today. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. All right, dolls, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.